This is Radio Taiwan International.
Welcome to the news on Radio Taiwan International. I'm Tristan Hildebrand coming to you from Taipei, Taiwan. We begin with a look at today's top stories for Monday, September 1st. A new economic minister takes office amid an ongoing and extended tariff negotiation with the United States. Taiwan seeks to end regulations on Japanese food imports from 5 prefectures affected by the 2011 Fukushima nuclear disaster, and President Lai Ching-te supports the development of traditional Chinese medicine through the administration's Healthy Taiwan Cultivation Plan. But first, today's top story. Cabinet Secretary-General Kung Ming-hsin took office as economic minister this Monday. Amid an ongoing and extended tariff negotiation with the United States, Kung acknowledged that increased tariffs would affect order blocks, but reassured that Taiwan has a path forward with strategies to respond to such changes. Kung, a former National Development Council minister and deputy economy minister, shared that the economic ministry will prioritize diversified revitalization programs for micro, small, and medium enterprises, as well as support for traditional industries. He highlighted Taiwan's role in the global market, saying it already plays a crucial and indispensable role in high tech, adding that the future calls for further extending such capabilities. Relevant investments could also create significant business opportunities, explained Kung. The new economic minister said,
"Although certain industries may face higher tariffs in the U.S. market than some competing countries, if these competitors seize the U.S. market, significant opportunities will emerge in non-U.S. markets, making it worthwhile for us to pursue diversified markets. Therefore, there are options and strategies to address any situation. This doesn't mean we're completely wiped out when tariffs are high. It depends on individual situations."
Kung shared that he was presented a gift by Premier Zhuo Rongtai when accepting the position. On the wrapping was the words, "Prioritize the economy, a long way to go," which Kung said added pressure to the role as he interpreted it as both a gift and a directive. After afternoon dialogues with businesses on Monday afternoon, Kung plans to visit central and southern Taiwan on Tuesday and Wednesday to gain a better understanding of the situation at hand and propose more precise response measures as a result. Since the 2011 Fukushima nuclear disaster, Taiwan has required companies selling food from 5 affected Japanese prefectures to submit certificates of origin, pass radiation testing, and undergo batch-by-batch inspections before reaching the Taiwanese market. The Health Ministry is now lifting these restrictions, effective as early as the end of this year, according to the Food and Drug Administration, TFDA. All food imported from Japan will be subject to the same border control and routine inspections, as well as random testing for residual radiation levels, under Taiwan's Act governing food safety and sanitation. Taiwan banned food imports from the Fukushima, Ibaraki, Tochigi, Gunma, and Chiba prefectures following the nuclear disaster on March 11, 2011. The blanket ban was lifted in February 2022, but remained for products such as wild animal meat, mushrooms, and rapeseed. All food was importable beginning September 2024 under a dual certification system that included proof of origin, radiation testing, and batch-by-batch inspection upon arrival in Taiwan. The TFDA further relaxed the ban last Friday. 49 of the 53 countries and regions that had originally put restrictions in place on Japanese food products have fully lifted the measures, according to Health Minister Shi Chongliang. He says Taiwan is among the 4 that still prohibit some of the products, alongside China, South Korea, and Russia. Shi says that over 260,000 batches of food have been inspected and determined safe at Taiwan's border. This, in addition to scientific evidence and international standards, demonstrates that it is time to lift the measures, explained Shi. Of the 21,717 batches of food imported from the 5 prefectures over the past 3 years and over 263,000 inspected over the past 14 years, all have yielded test results that meet both Taiwanese and Japanese standards, according to TFDA Director General Chang Zhigang. Chang says there has been a zero failure rate, drawing the conclusion that the risk of additional radiation exposure is negligible. The TFDA will collect feedback for 60 days regarding the draft to lift the relevant regulations, after which the document will be finalized. Chang says the new system is expected to be implemented as soon as the end of this year. President Lai Ching-te stated that the administration's Healthy Taiwan Cultivation Plan includes the support and development of traditional Chinese medicine, TCM. His remarks opened the 21st International Congress of Oriental Medicine, ICOM, academic conference on Sunday. In his address, the president noted that the ICOM has become a vital platform for exchange among experts in TCM worldwide, having been established for 50 years. He stated that the conference, themed Traditional Medicine from Evidence-Based to Integrative Medicine, aimed to support treatment models through scientific evidence and big data, promote integrated TCM and Western medicine treatments, and enable TCM to keep pace with the times and continue to innovate. Lai emphasized that TCM plays a vital role in promoting universal and comprehensive healthcare, and therefore is included in the government's newly launched Healthy Taiwan Cultivation Plan.
I want to emphasize that in the post-pandemic era and the challenges of an aging population, we expect TCM practitioners in Taiwan to continue to participate in chronic disease management, community healthcare, and long-term maintenance, working together to promote comprehensive health. Taiwan also very much hopes to continue to integrate international efforts to enable TCM to make greater contributions to human health. What do you all say? Let's work together.
Lai said he hopes the ICOM conference will deepen international exchanges and promote regional medicinal cooperation and prosperity. From Vancouver to Toronto, Taiwanese Canadians rallied this weekend to spotlight Taiwan's global role. The annual Taiwan Fest opened on Sunday in Vancouver, where Taiwanese Canadians across generations rallied with the slogan, "Let Taiwan be Taiwan." On the same day, Taiwanese Canadians in Toronto marched at City Hall to support Taiwan's participation in the United Nations and the International Civil Aviation Organization. Speaking before the march, Taipei Economic and Cultural Office Toronto Director General Liang Yipeng thanked attendees and stressed Taiwan's importance as an East Asian hub. He said 70% of passengers connecting through Taiwan are foreign travelers, making aviation safety around Taiwan a global issue. Only with ICAO membership, he added, can Taiwan access vital information and adopt measures that benefit all countries equally. A Taiwan festival and dragon boat race took place in Rhode Island, United States this Saturday, attended by Governor Dan McKee, Lieutenant Governor Sabina Matos, and other local politicians. Co-organized by the Taipei Economic and Cultural Office, TECO, in Boston and the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council, the Rhode Island Dragon Boat Races and Taiwan Day Festival took place on the banks of the Pawtucket River. The event drew in a crowd of over 3,000 residents and Taiwanese nationals. The Qixi Festival has just passed, and couples couldn't celebrate without thoughtful gifts.
Couples are usually happy to exchange flowers for the Qixi Festival, also known as the Double Seventh Festival, as it's celebrated on July 7th of the lunar calendar. Some took the opportunity to show off their financial skills, sending banknote flowers or even cakes made of money. One money florist shows us how to craft the bills into flowers, first folding and then securing them with wire and tape to create a beautiful arrangement. However, complaints have surfaced online that the bills used in these romantic gifts won't pass through currency counters, and most are damaged with unremovable adhesive residue or tears. There is also the risk of counterfeit notes being used in lieu of real cash. One netizen claiming to be a banker asked the public not to buy banknote flowers or cakes because manual counting and verification are already a hassle. The damaged bills are considered unusable and will be recycled. A couple chimed in that real flowers are better at expressing emotion, saying that money bouquets are tacky and seem like showing off wealth. Flowers bloom and fade, teaching us that beauty is fleeting. Cash can buy more useful things, but damaged money could be nothing more than paper. Whatever gifts they choose, those celebrating love might want to think twice about how they express their feelings. Michelle Chang for RTI News.
Thanks for joining me for the news. I'm Tristan Hildebrand. Stay tuned for another 50 minutes of English language features brought to you by Radio Taiwan International.